If one of your New Year's resolutions is to become a little more tech savvy, our tech expert has his rundown of 6 tech resolutions he says everyone needs to follow in 2021. Burton Kelso is here with his New Year's tech advice. Happy New Year, Burton.
Happy New Year, Aubrey. I hope it's been good so far.
7 days in, it's going, We'll see how, hopefully it gets better for all of us, right?
Right, exactly.
Burton, when we talk about tech resolutions, is this a thing? Where do we even start? Can't we just put all that old stuff behind us?
No, we live in a digital world, so it's really important to make sure that you stay on top of your tech. Obviously, you're using it more often, and if you have a good handle on it, it's just going to make life a little less stressful for you, because there's nothing worse than not knowing what's going on with your tech, right?
Right, but we've got to back it all up, I guess.
Right, exactly, and that's very important thing number one. So automatic cloud backup servers are important, so it doesn't matter if you have a computer or a smartphone, enable some sort of automatic cloud backup. So if something goes wrong, then you can always retrieve those important documents, photos, and videos.
All right, so back things up. You got to do that for the new year. And new year, new passwords?
Yes.
I have to tell you that passwords can be really stressful for me, especially when I cannot remember them.
Right. Password managers come in good. You can utilize your web browsers such as Google Chrome, Firefox, or Microsoft Edge, or even Safari to save those pesky passwords, but also you can use products such as LifeLock to make sure that you keep all of your passwords in the same place, and you can also store multiple passwords for all of those online accounts.
Yeah, those passwords can be challenging. We could definitely use some shortcuts and tools to help. And then there's people who may want to change the type of relationship they have with their devices and using social media. So what do you suggest for this year?
Well, if you've seen The Social Dilemma on Netflix, you know that technology is addicting. So it's important that in your life that you set tech boundaries. Make sure that you're not on your devices all the time. Maybe when you're at home or you're at dinner, or maybe even when you go to bed at night, put that smartphone away and don't just stare at the screen all the time. Set boundaries, and that way you can utilize your tech more responsible.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, Burton. Who does that, right? We don't look at our phones all the time.
Right.
Okay, well, I do have another confession. I tend to hold on to things like my old and outdated devices. What am I supposed to do with them? I can't get rid of that stuff. My personal info was on there.
Right. The challenge is that if you've got old devices, yes, you may have to pay a technology expert to come in and remove that information. But once you do that, you can sell those devices on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or even on eBay. But get rid of those devices and make sure that you do it responsibly. Don't just throw them in the trash can. Recycle them properly, or just sell them, because there's people out there that can use that old tech.
Burton, I still have my BlackBerry from way back in the day. Can I still recycle that one?
No. Well, you can recycle it, just don't sell it.
Yeah, I won't be getting anything for it, huh? You also suggest we add a little green to our tech. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's time to get away from your traditional light bulbs and start switching to LED lights. Also, when it comes to making your life more green technology-wise, start embracing the smart home concept. Start getting smart thermometers, smart home hubs like Amazon Alexa and Google Home, so that you can set timers to turn lights on or off. That way you're just not wasting electricity.
Yeah, that sounds pretty overwhelming, but I do know people that have gotten it going, and they're turning their homes into these smart homes, and it seems like a pretty useful tool because, yeah, we all know about leaving those lights on a little longer than they need to be. And another thing that I do try to do is cut back on the fat. A lot of us get sucked into subscribing and signing up for things, and then they're just there even if we're not using them.
Yes, the things that you want to primarily focus on are those tech subscriptions to, say, Microsoft Office 365, your antivirus software. Sometimes even if you uninstall those products, you're getting charged for it. And the other thing that you want to look at is your cable and internet companies. Sometimes they'll have special promotions that you can sign up for and save money. They're not going to call you about these promotions. You need to call your cable provider at least once a year to find out if you're getting the best deal.
All right, good advice there. Tech resolutions we can all use. Thanks, Burton. If you want more